Hi guys, my name's Megan. Scott has done a couple dreams on here before, and I finally got a dream from the Lord, and I decided to do my own video here just to talk about it. More or less because I'm not exactly sure um, kind of what the dream is kind of saying. I talked to Scott about it, and I mentioned to him that I would be interested in doing a video, and he was all over the idea, and just to get some thoughts and some ideas of what could be happening in my dream. Um, so this dream happened the morning of August 8th, 2017. It was happened in a very short period of time. Um, Scott wakes up at 3:30 and I wake up around 4:30, so it had to have been between there, but it felt like a very long dream. So it starts out in a shed or like a basement, or like a barn, really. It was kind of dirty, like a man cave type thing, but I later find out that it's a white house that's been just refurbished for like a man cave type. Well, anyways, um, we were there. Scott and I were there, and we were there to play poker, which is a very common game Scott and I play with a bunch of his work buddies. Um, so we play poker quite often, but we never actually played the game. It was more like that's what we were there for. And there was other couples there, and I never saw their faces, but I knew that it was a pretty big game of poker. So then there was like this time hop, and I at first I called it a scene change, but the scene didn't really change. It was more of like we are done playing poker and things have escalated, and this is where we are now. Scott was no longer there, um, and these everyone that was there were now dressed in these robes, and they weren't all matching, but they were pretty scary. And I described them when I wrote them down as costumes, but they were definitely like robes, like you designed your own. Like I'm not quite sure how to explain it. But anyways, the leader was dressed in a red robe with horns, almost like he was mocking being the devil or the leader. Um, like he had control of the other people that were there. I was not dressed in a robe, and I was not seen by these people. And I never saw their faces because they were about to walk down this dark hallway. Um, and I just had jumped out of the view of the leader, and as he was turning, like I guess he assumed he got everybody in his pod or his whatever, and he's walking down the hallway with all of them to go into this separate room, I guess. Um, and they're all chanting, and I couldn't remember exactly what they were saying. There's multiple things that they were saying, but one thing that was very prominent, what I could hear and remember, and I just keep remembering it, was them saying, "You must come with us, join us, come with us. You have to come with us," and blah blah blah. But "come with us" was just a very very well known thing in that dream, saying, I guess. Um, So I jumped out of the way, and I there was like this corner little bathroom, and on the floor there was a vent. And it was kind of an old dirty vent, but I heard a very faint voice say, "Get out! Like get out of there!" And it was almost like an actual scary dream, like of ghosts saying, "Get out!" But it was more like someone was on my side and helping me. Um, so as soon as I stop hearing them chanting in their voices, I can see the front door, and I book it from the bathroom to the front door. And once I get there down the hallway, I'm out of view of the hallway of that they're down. Um, so I wasn't afraid of being seen anymore. But I was standing in the front door, and there was like a screen door, and just outside there was a beautiful like collie, a border collie, but it was more of like an Aussie collie. We have a border collie, and it kind of was this very lightning feeling in my dream. Um, and I went to open the door because who's not going to pet a dog? So I went to open the door, and the dog was gone. But I was outside of the house, and I mean, it just as soon as like the door opened enough to where I could actually see without the screen in the way, boom, dog was gone. So that kind of freaked me out a little bit. So as I was outside, I saw my car and I booked it. And I am to my car like in an instant. And I am just crying uncontrollably, like hysterically crying. And I'm like, I'm trying to call Scott. I'm like, Scott, please help me. Like, I'm scared. I'm terrified. Like, where are you? I need you, Scott. I can just remember, Scott, Scott, please. And in that moment, I look up and I see a to the side of the house, kind of parked like underneath a tree. Like he didn't want to be seen that he was parked there. It was like a brand new Dodge Durango, and it was white. And the window was rolled down, and I could see someone with their elbow on the edge of the window, and they pick up the phone and put it to their ear, and I wake up. This person had a hood on, so I had no idea who it was, but it was like I knew it was Scott sitting right there, but I don't know if it was or not. But then I woke up, so um, it was definitely a scary dream. It all happened really quickly. Um, I'm not really sure. I definitely think and the vent could have been just someone in my ear, like the Lord saying, leave, and you don't have to be in this dark place anymore. And I think the dog was another way of God helping me out of this dark situation, because I'm a huge fan of dogs, and I guess he knew that I would come out of the house, so I wasn't in that dark, heavy, dense house anymore. I'm open, out in the open. Even though I was still scared, my best friend was sitting right there answering my call. So that's kind of how I got it. Or the Lord. I always tell Scott that I I feel the Lord through him. Like he is my rock. He is my light. He is my I can't I can't even describe what Scott is to me. Um, but he is definitely the Lord just shines through everything that he does, everything that he feels, and I feel that. So when I'm calling him and I see this man pick up the phone, I could not help to think that that was Scott answering my call for help, just like the Lord would help his child in need. And I honestly believe that that was the Lord saying, "You're with me now. You are okay." So I just wanted to make a video and try and see what other people might have to say, either about the dog or about the robed figures, or even the who's talking to me through the vent. I really don't know, but I definitely think that it was worth sharing. And if anyone else has dreams, I really encourage you to just sit down and just pray to the Lord. Even if he doesn't answer you, and you just have this hunch and you're like, man, I really need to talk to people about this or tell people about this. Do it, because there is nothing wrong with even like this. I don't even have to post it, but I can listen to it, and I can feel what it feels like to just get it off my chest, but and look it up and have others help you. Um, find the Lord, or to help you find the answers that you're looking for. If you have multiple dreams and you just don't know what's going on and they're scary, but they're more elaborate, that's not just a coincidence. That is from the Lord, and I highly suggest either writing them down, keep a journal, keep a video log, post them on YouTube, have people help. There's people out there that can help you. So this is what I'm going to do, and hopefully I can get some answers. So God bless you guys, and thank you so much for listening.